Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here today to work on our Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. So we'll just go through this real quick. Our first one. Yeah, these have just been super fun. I don't even think I could pick a favorite because it's just super fun. I really love doing these. And thank you guys. You've been so awesome to me about my collages. All right, so there's those ones, and so today what we have is our 8th one, and it's an herb or other fragrant plant. So I found rosemary, and I printed it out on 2 different kinds of paper. This is my Parchment, and this is just white copy paper, so I haven't really decided which one to use. Don't know. So I'll think about that. Handwriting, let's see. I got some, there's handwriting on here. These are from Gail Augustinelli. They're her French letters. I think these ones are Gail's, or maybe these ones are Rachel's. I'll look and I'll put it in the description box below this video. So if you just look below this video, there's a little arrow that you can click on the right hand side, and it pulls down the description box. At least that's the way it is on my phone. It could be different on other things. So, and then we have ink, whatever that means to you. And so I thought I'd play with these alcohol inks maybe, or use my, my regular ink. And then I did this on a piece of plastic, and you can't see it very good, but I was playing with the alcohol inks. And then I put a book page on there and pressed it down, and you can see the words, maybe. I don't know, it's super cool, and I tried to duplicate it to see if I could do it like for a video, and I just couldn't get it to do it again. So I don't know what it was in particular, like it was the perfect dryness or wetness or whatever, and I tried drying and putting more on and whatever, and I just could never get the letters to come out that cool again. But I thought I might use that piece of plastic because that was super cool the way that just turned out. And then circles. So I have cut some circles, but I thought we might also do some stuff with the ink for the circles. And this is just a collage I did on some paper, and this is my Regal, and that ended up being a whole piece from the Regal paper, my Digi Regal. And then this one has a little piece of Regal and another like graph type paper there. I just thought those might add some color because we don't have a whole lot of color. And then an illustration, I picked this really pretty, it's like, I don't know if it's a drawing or a painting or what. It was in this art type book that I had, and so I went ahead and, well, it was already torn out because I took the book apart a long time ago, but yeah, I just love that image. It's super cool. And then like I did a circle on here, and there's some more handwriting. And is that all of them? Oh, a key. That was our bonus piece, was a key, and I have some key stamps that I thought I would probably end up using. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but we'll see what transpires. Oh, and this was some of that ledger that I had. So I'll need these. I don't exactly know what I want to do with those yet, but I think I will probably use this type of stuff for background because it's just, it is good for background. I don't know if I want that whole piece, but I love that handwriting. It's just very cool. It's always interesting starting these things because I never know exactly what I want to do. It's like I want to tear that, but I don't want to tear it. If that makes any sense to you. It's just really cool. I really like it. That parchment paper is surprisingly tough. Like, it doesn't take, I mean, it's paper, so it rips, but It's kind of tough. Oh, excuse you. Jules. She must have come in to lay next to the heater and it's not on. The heater on, Jules. Turn it on for her. Sorry. I just know that that's why she's here and she'll be sad and pathetic until it gets turned on. Have to make the cat happy, you know. And she'll probably start meowing because my daughter's not here. My son's downstairs with my husband. They're watching, I don't know, something about Bitcoins or I don't know, something. So she feels a little lost. So we put that on. And then I thought it might be fun to use. I almost forgot about these. I have all of these pieces that I tore off of papers that I was using for something else, book page. And I thought maybe it'd be fun just to do some kind of strips of these just because the color is really good. There's not much writing on them because they're just like the margins that I tore off. Let's just say. Kind of like the number over here. We're going to end up very beige again. That seems to be my thing with these. I think it's because a lot of the prompts that it calls for end up being, you know, like old paper or whatever. So, or maybe it's just me. Okay, this one needs a little bit on this side. Not so much on the other side because it's already got its patina coming in on there good, but I am going to kind of mess it up a little bit. And this old paper, you can literally, as you can see, just run your fingernail on it and it just falls apart. So it's kind of cool. These will bring a little color, at least these couple circles from the Regal. I don't know where I want everything yet, but I'm just gonna play around here, see what we get. And I don't want obviously all of this, the margins or the, yeah, margins around it and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. So I hope you're all having a good day. Sorry, I stink at that. I just get like in the zone, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys are all well and healthy and had a nice weekend. And that. I know we're heading into the middle of the week now. For me, it's only Tuesday. It's my daughter's birthday today. So that's kind of awesome. I'm excited. Gonna have dinner tonight and cake and all that. She's with a friend right now, hanging out. They're going around to all different places because, you know, like we have a coffee place that offers you a free coffee, or a lot of times they get smoothies or whatever, a free one on your birthday. You just have to show your ID. And then I think you can get like a free donut at Krispy Kreme. I don't know, so they're just doing that stuff, being silly. Silly girls. And having fun, which is what counts, right? Okay, and then I like this ink, but I want to see it. So it's almost like I need to put it on something plain to be able to see it. Might just look kind of cool like up there, because you can see the words. I know you probably can't see them on the camera, but they do show up, so that looks kind of cool. I like that. Okay, and then what else? Oh, my rosemary or whatever, huh? I actually like the lighter one better because you can see it better, and I think I might go ahead and fussy cut that out. I thought I was going to leave it whole, so that's why I didn't, but I'm looking at it going, with that, I don't want it to be this, quite this large, so I'm just going to cut it out. And you know, of course, welcome to fast forward, because I know that's super boring. But yeah, we're just going to have a little birthday celebration for her tonight, and then we're going to, on the weekend, do a little bit more of something fun with grandparents and whatnot. So yeah. It's just so hard to believe that it's been 19 years. Goes just way too fast. Sometimes when they're little, and like when both of them were little, and for a while they were both in diapers at the same time. Not very, Aiden was just about done with diapers, but anyway, there's times like that when it gets a little hairy, or like after a whole day of maybe some naughty behavior and whatever, and then, you know, they need baths, and I don't know, there's some days when it seems like it lasts a super long time, but it really doesn't. It's really just over so fast. Like they just grow up and that's it. So but I'm excited for her. I'm really excited that hopefully next year school will be a little more normal for her. That would be actually the best thing for her. It would make her happy beyond belief. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that one under there. I might put a circle on this, an ink circle, before I put it down. I'm gonna grab this, put a little ink on here. What color do I want? I can never remember what the colors are. Latte, ginger, and caramel. Maybe I'll try caramel. Can't remember which one I used on that. I'll use my little mason jar here. Oh, some of you mentioned that you couldn't hear the snowblower, so I'm really glad. It just was really loud to me, but I know that sometimes the camera doesn't pick up, you know, stuff that's further away, which is excellent. I'm very happy about that. I'm actually just going to kind of do part of one. And I always forget to bring up my rubbing alcohol, because it would sure come out better if I had some rubbing alcohol for it. Okay. Just lay that on its side for a minute. But yeah, I'm glad that it wasn't like driving you guys nuts to the point you're wanting to pull your hair out. So I just can't ever tell when it's, you know, kind of loud like that, if you guys can hear it or can't hear it, because I could sure hear it. I sort of feel like it needs maybe a little more purple. Let me grab some scraps. Hold on just a second. Sorry, got them. I managed to knock some books over. But yeah, I just feel like it needs a little something else. Wish that wasn't cut that way. These are really more blue than purple, but they'll probably work. I don't think I have any more of that in here either. As I was saying, when I was making purple ephemera, I don't have a whole lot of purple scraps. That's like one of the scraps that I don't have a lot of. Everything else I'm buried alive, but yeah, cut that out. It's on vellum, like a vellum. This was K & Company, and I've had this for a million years. But it is pretty. I think that's why I still have it, because I hoarded it for a really long time, because it was like one of my favorites. And you should just never do that, I decided, after all these years, because, I mean, and I do it now still. Certain things I hoard, especially the older stuff, because I know I'm not going to get it again. But this papers, all these papers, you can't get them anymore either, but the problem is they, you know, they sort of go out of style or whatever, and then you just don't like them as much, or your style changes. So, yeah, there's that. But I do struggle with the old pieces, using them, because I just have a hard time. And lilac is another fragrant type thing, but I don't think these go together. Nope, they really don't. So I don't want that. Let's see if I can do this. Don't like the way that's cut, but I love that iris right there. Well, let me get some of this glued down anyway, this background. And then maybe I can figure out how to tuck it or something. I can move my jar now, it's dry. Oops, that's already off, Amy. So I did finally manage to get some of the Easter eggs and things into my shop. Ish. I had to go run a few errands to get some things for my daughter's birthday dinner. And yeah, and then my husband was like, well, I'll go, and it's like, but I gotta go take a shower. So then I was trying to get stuff listed, and then he got done and was like, what are you doing? Let's go. You know how it is. I put that really crooked, that piece. But anyways, so we left to get him a haircut and all that. Trying to figure out how I can do this piece. I'm not sure that I even can. I may just end up using this piece, I think. I love the iris, but it's just not working for me with the way it's slit like it is. But yeah, so then, which was awesome for him to go with me and all that and feel well enough. He's just been in a lot of pain. Like, that's been the biggest problem. Like, he just keeps getting headaches, I think is really what the issue is. And I think it's because there's like these stents that are in his nose still, and they come out Thursday. So hallelujah for that. But and I just think it's just hurting for whatever reason, because those are in there. Like, I think when they're out, he'll probably feel better. But yeah, that's been the biggest problem, is he just keeps getting headaches. Because he hasn't had a whole lot of bleeding. It did bleed a little bit the first bit, but that's pretty normal. Try to figure out upside down, right side up. It's this way. Not sure how that's going to glue down, and I'm not sure that I love the glossiness of this either. I may just kind of do a square here and plunk it down on there. This is a little bit shiny too, but on the paper it seems a little better. I just don't love shiny, glossy. I just don't. Covering that whole part there. But I don't know that I want to cover it either. Let's see what I got here. I need some like super fine tissue that doesn't have a lot of color to it. I'm just knocking everything over. Sorry. I have stacks of stuff going because I've got multiple projects on at the moment. Like always. That one's very yellow. This one might work. I don't know if you'll be able to see her very well. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'll just leave it the way it is because I don't want to ruin it. It would have to be super, I don't know. I just don't think I could ever get it see-through enough. So she'll go there. And I'm thinking maybe bringing this here and having it come down further. Maybe putting that there. Here. There's that other. Okay. Let me get some of these other pieces down. I want that one right there. I just ripped that. Which is fine, but there's no ink on the bottom. I'm not worried about the ripping of it. It's just so fragile that it just like disintegrates in your hand. I kind of do like one of these sticking out a bit. Turn that one that way. I like how it's all jaggedy. Oh, I wonder if I put like matte medium over the top of that. That might help. Let's do that. Where's my matte medium? I have just a tiny bit left. Actually, it's pretty sticky, but there's little strings everywhere. I wasn't going to do a new one, but I'm going to. Okay. Yeah, I just want to, I have my big paintbrush up here because I took it downstairs to wash it. So we're going to use a little one, sorry. Now I'll have to wait for that to dry, so I'll probably pause the camera and I'll come right back because I forgot about that part. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and you can see it did make it semi-matte, which I prefer. And then I just added, of course, because it was sticky, I added some old pieces of paper with numbers on there. So that is all I have done, and I set this here because I think that'll help give me some balance. So that's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna, do I want to glue her? I think I need to glue this first, and then I need to figure, I think I wanted this like here. I changed my mind from here to here. This will go here. And then this one. This maybe. Something like that. And then, oh, I wanted to put this over here somewhere. Probably doesn't necessarily have to have it, but it just added a little bit of scrap on that side. I want this one like here, maybe. I think that's how it's going to be. It's just a lot of circles. Don't necessarily have to have that many circles, but I kind of like them, so I'm going with it. Oh, I made a mess of that. So I was trying to get one of my pins to work. That wouldn't work. This is a scrap from Medieval Mirage, if you're wondering where that beautiful paper came from. She's one of my favorites. And this isn't part of it, you know, like you don't have to have this. I just like this little piece here. Just breaks this bottom part up a little bit. Okay, and then this circle needs to go next. Okay, so I'm going to get her glued down. I don't want to get glue on her face. Another lady. This is an art book, and I made my very first, my own personal journal out of it. But I really liked, see how, oops, how I put that upside down. Shiny that is, well, especially with the glue now, but then that with the matte, it really did help a little bit take away some of that. I think I want this over like here. Put it up a little bit more, I think. It almost looks like an oil painting or something now with those. I almost should have done strokes both ways, and that would have been cool. Okay, get this glued on. Oh, this is an illustration too, huh? Of the rosemary. Didn't even think of that part. It's okay, I love this image, so. here. I want this down a little further. This one, right there. Yeah. It's all sticky everywhere now. Is that how I wanted it? Maybe more like that. This one. Are there any spots left that aren't all gluey? That needs to be like that. Okay, I'm just going to take this piece of paper and put it right over the top of this one, and then I'll have a big enough piece to do like a large journaling card or whatever. Whatever I need. Okay, keys, that's what I need. That's an old Stampin' Up! Set that I've had forever. What does it say here? No, it doesn't have the year on it. Probably 2001 or so. And I'm going to use my archival black ink. I think I like this one better. I don't know if I dare try this across here. I don't know if it'll show up on that, and I don't know if it'll stay on that. I'm gonna try it anyway. We're gonna hold it for a bit and see if it'll stay. Oh yeah, it did. Hooray, hooray. Now I just can't touch it for a while. Throw in another key. Yeah, it feels like it needs another one. I don't want it going the same direction though. You know, laying down is what I'm saying. Just want to make sure it gets good and inked. Okay, bueno. Yeah, I like those a lot. Thinking I need another one. Use my $50 again. Or my quarters, I said the first time. Such a dope. And it's also a circle. It's that 3, you know, it's that odd thing. I can't seem to not do certain things in odds. I did odd, or I did evens with those circles, so I don't know, but missed the eagle in the center, but oh well, it is what it is. And I think that is it for this one. So I have an herb or other fragrant plant, all kinds of handwriting, ink here and here, circles, yes, an illustration, those are both, and then the bonus is the key. So I got them all. Hooray! I think that's good. If I think of anything else I didn't last week. I stopped at wherever we stopped, so that was good. Sometimes I just feel like it needs something after I'm done and I look at it again. So it just all depends on that. And this needs to get glued on the back. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and got something out of it. So, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful evening with your families, or if you happen to be alone, enjoy your happy, peaceful time. I'll chat with you guys again soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.